Ons is vanoggend gelukkig genoeg om te gesels met Angela Yeung. En sy is hier om ons te vertel oor wat sy aanpak. Mens, dis 'n buitengewone ding. Sy is die ambassadeur van Brand South Africa. Sy is 'n entrepreneur, sy is 'n stigter van die Impilo Collection Foundation en sy is ook 'n baanbreker-bergklimmer. Ja, Angela gaan Mount Everest se noordelike hang aandurf vir 'n baie goeie doel. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning.
It's lovely having you in the studio this morning. I mean, climbing the northern face of Everest. There's an Afrikaans uitdrukking, jy dryf my die berge uit, jy laat my berge klim. Frustration. In frustration, I'll climb a mountain. Is this out of frustration? Why are you attempting to summit Everest on the north face?
I think, especially on the north face, it is safer to me, and I think you don't have to go through the combo icefall. That's where but it's more technical.
More technical though.
Yeah.
Safer but more technical.
Exactly, yeah.
Why are you climbing Everest?
I think going back to 2017, that was the first time I met my biological mother after 30 years.
Wow.
Of constantly looking for her. So when I met her, I felt my cup was full. I'm able to give back to people around me. And Track for Mandela actually approached me and said to me, "Hey, Angela, we climb Kilimanjaro for caring for girls. Girls, they cannot afford sanitary pads and missing school 50 days a year." So I said to myself, I think this is something that I could do for the girl child. That's why I climbed Kilimanjaro on 2018 and 2019. And later on, during COVID, I see people are suffering. And I said to myself, what can we do for people around us? So I started a food drive. And by word of mouth and social media, friends, family, I managed to collect 10 tons of food. But who is Angela to give out this food? That's why we started the foundation, Impilo. It means live in isiZulu, Impilo Collection Foundation, and give out all this food to OH Home, GBV Shelter, and also orphanage. And later on, we received 1 ton of sanitary pads, and then we gave out to the HIV positive home and also special girls. And one of the girls actually come up to me and said to me, "Auntie Angela, next time when you come, please bring us some bras." And I look at them, they're not wearing a bra, and perpetrators see that as an invitation of sexual attention.
Oh,
Wow.
that's the truth. I mean, that girl's not wearing a bra is a stereotype. You are climbing Mount Everest.
Yes.
Like you say, your cup is full. You have to do something for people around.
Yes, yes.
In an attempt to put more focus on gender-based violence in South Africa, and also, in the process, collect bras for girls who really need it and can't afford it.
Exactly.
Building up to this process, building up to it, what are your plans? What are the schedules?
Yeah.
What's happening?
So I've been climbing 8,163 meters before. So I summited Manaslu. It's one of the 8th highest mountain in the world. And then recently I came back from Blump. It's one of the most technical climb in the Himalaya. So you don't just go and climb Kilimanjaro and go and climb Everest.
Yeah.
So that's where fatality happened.
Yeah.
So I prepared myself the last 2-3 years to make sure that if I'm going to go and climb this 8,849 meters, one of the highest mountain in the world, you have to build up yourself. Yeah.
And it's not just physical, it's also mental preparation that I suppose goes into this.
Exactly.
If you look back at your climbing career, what do you think was your biggest accomplishment thus far?
I think it is not just the summit. Actually, talking about the failure is actually one of the accomplishments as well, because that you learn how not to fail the next mountain. So when I summited 8,163 meters in Manaslu, the weather has just changed, and the snow was falling, and the wind was blowing, and you can actually feel that even I was wearing an oxygen mask that was actually cutting my face at the same time. And the rope was so icy, I fall from the rope, 10 meters from the rope. So I twisted my ankle and I pushed for another 8 hours to get to Camp 2. That's where the rescue is.
Wow.
So I think really learning lessons, that's one of the accomplishments that we
Yes.
come from. It's not just getting to the top of the world, but learning those lessons to make sure that you're not making the same mistake.
Learning how to stand up again, get back on your feet. That's the thing that we in South
Exactly.
Africa learn very often, very early in our lives. You are a native from Bloemfontein, a Bloemfontein meisie. Tell us more about coming to the big city. Tell us more about the struggles. Tell us more about you're in Gauteng at the moment. Tell us more about finding your way in an environment where let's say gender-based violence is everywhere. Let's first talk about the statistics.
Yes.
What's the statistics of gender-based violence in South Africa?
So after that little girl actually come up to me and went back to do some research, and we realized that year, only that year, was 2,700 women die from gender-based violence.
Sure.
Almost 3,000.
Yeah, and we like a lot of haven't even reported. So those figures are shocking. And then I say to myself, okay, let's just collect 2,700 bras to commemorate those women who passed away for gender-based violence.
Wow.
But we came back with 6,200 bras.
Wow.
And we lay it out at the Constitutional Hill by the Women's Jail. And that's where, so that year I climbed 6,200 meters. The peak is called Alan Peak in the Himalaya, to echo what we do for Empower Her. So like going back to the Free State, so the sanitary pads that I collected, I went back to Free States and give back to the Free States.
So where you come from?
I think
Yes.
it's so nice. We often speak about gender-based violence campaigns and the 16 days of activism, but we often just hear these speeches. It's not practically a lot of people are doing something. The fact that you are actually doing something, not just the awareness, but the collection is really beautiful. And thank you so much for that you're giving back. How can people get involved?
Yes, going to our website, www.impilo, I-M-P-I-L-O, foundation.org. You can find all the information and the dropping points. Even in Pretoria here, we have people who are collecting those bras, all the pre-loved bra, or if anybody would like to contribute 25 Rand for a new bra, or corporate can actually having their collections in their corporate, or sponsor even just 1 Rand for the climb that I climbing for 8,849 meters.
That is, it's a very small donation to make for a very good cause. When are you attempting to summit Everest? What's the schedule like?
Yes, so I will be leaving in 2 weeks' time. I will be going to Nepal first, and then we will drive to Tibet. And that's where then you start hiking, like to touch at 6,000 meters peak. Then you start climbing. So doing rotations.
My goodness,
Sure.
dis nie net vir klim nie, nee. Dis nie net vir klim nie. A mountain sometimes is just something you just race at. It's something you approach with a plan, as in life.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much for being here
Thank
this
you.
morning, and what a
Thank
great
you.
cause. All of this for gender-based violence, the awareness for gender-based violence. Gaan maak gerus 'n draai by Impilo se webtuiste en kyk 'n bietjie daar. Miskien kan jy ook help bydra om bras bymekaar te maak. Ek dink dis 'n fantastiese ding om te doen. Veral vir kinders wat in skoolhempies moet rondloop. Dis die laaste ding wat 'n behoeftige kind nodig het, is om onnodige aandag te trek van onnodige bronne af. So kyk of jy 'n bietjie kan help bydra daarmee.